Hi guys, so this is a quick tutorial on how to draft a basic pant block. First thing we'll be doing is to mark our starting line. I'll be going down by 1 inch from the top of my paper. And then I'll connect with a straight line. Now for this side, I'll be going in by 1 inch. This will be our seam allowance. Then I'll also connect with a straight line. Now the measurement we'll be using is a waist 30, hip 40, thigh measurement 26. For the length, I'll just be using 35 inches because my paper is not very long. For the trouser length, I'll be using 35 inches, but to do that we'll be going up by 1.5. This will be our band, our waistband for the trouser. So from this 1.5, I'll be marking 35 inches here. And here, then I'll connect with a straight line. Remember to roll this 1 inch to the end. Now we've gotten our trouser length, and don't forget to add 2 inches for folding, so that'll be about 37 inches minus 1.5. Make sure you minus this 1.5 from the length. This will be your band width. So to get our crotch depth, we'll be dividing our hip by 4. That's 40 divided by 4. That will give us 10 inches. Hope you can see this. But I will not be marking these 10 inches down. If you are making a trouser with a zipper fly, a front zip, I'll advise you add extra 1 inch to make it sit properly. So I'll be marking 11 inches here. This will be our crotch depth, 11 inches instead of 10. Instead of 10, you mark 11 if you are adding the zip to the front, but if the zip will be at the side, you can use 10 inches. This is for a high-waisted pants. Now I'll be rolling this. Next thing we're going to do is to come up by 2 inches or 2.5. This will be our hip line. I'm marking 2.5 inches here and here. Then I'll connect with a straight line. Now this is our crotch depth, and this is our hip line. Next thing we'll do is to mark our hip measurement this way, both the crotch from this crotch depth and from your waistline. I'm marking the 10 inches, not 11. 10 inches, that's our exact hip measurement. Now connect with a straight line. Then from this upper part, this part of the waist, I'll come in by half of an inch like this. This will help reduce any bulge from the crotch side, and connect it to the hip line, not the crotch depth. You connect this half inch to this hip line. Then to get our crotch extension, we'll divide our thigh by 2, that's 26. We're not dividing it by 4, we're dividing it by 2, and place it here on this crotch depth and mark here like this. Now the next thing we're going to do is to connect from this point to this other point, which is our extension. Now this from here to here will be your crotch extension. Hope you can see how this is coming out. Next thing we're going to do is to get the midpoint from this crotch extension and this part. We're going to get the midpoint of this your thigh measurement, which is 26. 13 divided by 2 will give us 6.5 inches. Now we'll mark this here, mark it down to the full length of the pants. And connect to a straight line like so. The reason why we are doing this is, if you're making a straight pants, a fitted pants, this midpoint will be like a guideline for you. But for this tutorial, I will be making a palazzo pant, so this line is not really needed, but I'm just like showing you. Then for this upper part, we'll mark our waist measurement, that's 30 divided by 4. 30 divided by 4. I will come up here and mark, that's 7.5 inches. Then from this point, you connect down to this hip line with a curve. Make sure your ruler is a bit curvy, not too curvy, but just slightly. Now we'll connect this with our curved ruler like so. See, it's coming out really good now. So the next thing we'll do is to get the midpoint, or just use your nipple to nipple measurement for this. For this tutorial, I'll be using 3.5 inches. Sorry, I'll be using 3 inches for this tutorial. Now mark it here and connect with a straight line like this. You see how this is looking, right? Now if you are making a palazzo trouser, a like regular palazzo pants, you can just mark this your